Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I will talk about the JavaFX. That's going to be a fast introduction and I hope you will enjoy it. So what is JavaFX? Based on the Oracle definition, it is a set of graphics and media packages that enables developers to design, create, test, debug, and of course deploy rich client applications that operate across diverse platforms. It is a Java GUI platform to deliver desktop as well as rich internet applications. It is intended to replace Swing, that's another GUI framework from Java. It was first announced on May 2007 in Java 1 conference. It was a separate package, but now part of the Java JDK JRE SE8. It provides Java API and FXML, which is a spatial markup language for JavaFX. There's a scene builder for it. It is released under Oracle BSD license. Used to be bundled with the NetBeans, but no longer available. Repo is on the OpenJFX. There's a company called Gluon. They provide the builds for the Java developers. It does have Swing interoperability, multi-touch support, and also there are a few features like WebView, which is based on the WebKit HTML technology. As you may know, WebKit is a layout engine. There are quite a few layout engines available out there. Gecko, for example, is one of them for Firefox, Blink for Google Chrome. Recently they switched from WebKit after version 27. Edge HTML for Microsoft Edge, and of course WebKit still supporting the iOS, Safari, and different applications. In this slide, what we are seeing the JavaFX architecture. All these public APIs and scene graphs sit on top of Quantum Toolkit, which down below there's a Prism, Glass, Window, Toolkit, Media Engine, and Web Engine. And obviously Prism is the one deriving the Java 2D APIs and OpenGL and D3D. The scene graph is a starting point for the constructing JavaFX applications. It is a hierarchical tree of nodes that represents all of the visual elements of the application's user interface. It can handle input and it can be rendered. An element in the scene graph called a node. It has ID, style, a bounding box, has one parent and 0 or more children. Can have various settings such as opacity, transformations, event handlers, and so on. The scene graph follows the famous Gang of 4 composite pattern. The pattern is shown as a UML class diagram in the following figure, as you realize. The composite pattern describes that a group of objects is to be treated in the same way as a single instance of an object. The intent, obviously, to compose objects into tree structures to represent part-whole hierarchies. Implementing the composite pattern lets clients treat individual objects and compositions uniformly. That is the intention. In this slide, what we are seeing a possible composition of a scene graph. Scene is the root right now, and also down below there are 3 child elements. One of them is group, other 2 are the leaf nodes, and incidentally group has 2 leaf nodes itself. In this situation, the scene and then group is acting like composites, as we just described, based on the Gang of 4 pattern. We will be starting coding soon using Oracle's NetBeans IDE, but let's take a look at the code first. Okay, here's the simplest JavaFX application. Take a look at the import statements. There are a few classes imported from the JavaFX package, as expected. And also look at the main class. Main is extending application, which incidentally JavaFX application. And down below there's a method called start. Basically we are overriding the start method coming from the application. In this one we are loading the resource and we are building up the scene based on this route, and we are setting the stage and we are showing the application itself. Please notice that the stage is just like a window, a scene on the other side just like a page. We may have multiple pages, we can swap them on the fly, we can show different things to the user throughout the application. In this slide, what you're seeing is a scene builder, a snapshot of it. Scene builder itself actually is a drag and drop environment for the UI designer. It generates a markup, and that generated markup, it's been saved in the project folder. As I mentioned earlier, a company called Gluon is supporting and providing that one freely to us. You can go and get it from there. Alright, it's time to code now. Let's go ahead and build a simple web browser using JavaFX and a scene builder.